There's something interesting about softer images. They don't try too hard to impress you, they just feel lived in. The highlights fall differently, skin reacts to light differently, even the colors breathe a little more naturally inside the frame. That's what we kept chasing while building these LUTs. Not exaggerated contrast, not artificial film looks, just a softer, more cinematic response to digital footage. Today we're giving away 5 free LUTs from Colorist Library, and I'll show you how to use them inside both DaVinci Resolve and Premiere Pro. First, let's look at how to apply the LUTs inside DaVinci Resolve. Make sure you're on the Edit page. Click on Project Settings, then go to the Color Management tab and scroll all the way to the bottom. Click on Open LUT Folder, then just paste the LUTs into this folder. You can download the 5 free introductory LUTs from the description below. Just make sure the folder is unzipped before pasting it in, otherwise Resolve won't detect the LUTs properly. And this part is important. Once the LUTs are pasted in, restart DaVinci Resolve, otherwise they usually won't show up inside the LUT panel. Now go to the color page. Before applying the LUT, we need to convert the footage from log to Rec 709, since these LUTs are designed around a Rec 709 workflow. Open the Effects tab, search for Color Space Transform, then drag it onto the node. Now this part depends on the camera your footage was shot on. For example, our footage here was shot on the ARRI Alexa Mini, so the input color space is ARRI Wide Gamut 4 and the input gamma is ARRI Log C4. If you're working with Sony footage, that could be S-Log 3. Canon might be C-Log. Panasonic could be V-Log. And if your footage is already in Rec 709, you can completely skip this step. For the output color space and output gamma, set both to Rec 709. The LUTs were designed around a Rec 709 viewing space, so converting the footage first helps the color and contrast respond the way they were intended to. Now to apply the LUT, add a serial node. Open the LUTs tab and you'll see the Colorist Library LUTs inside the folder we imported earlier. You can preview the look by just hovering over the LUTs. To apply one, either double-click it or right-click and choose Apply LUT to Current Node. Just make sure you have the correct node selected before applying the LUT. If the LUT gets applied before the color space transform, the image can respond unpredictably since the LUT is expecting a Rec 709 image underneath it. Now let's look at the same workflow inside Premiere Pro. Switch your workspace to the color workspace so the Lumetri color panel opens up. Now to change the color space, go to Settings inside Lumetri Color. Under Input LUT, select Override Media Color Space, then choose the color space that matches your footage. For us, that's ARRI Log C4. Again, if your footage is already Rec 709, you can skip this step and go straight to the Creative tab to apply the LUT. Now just browse to the LUT folder, select the LUT you want, and you're done. And that's it. If you want to experiment with the LUTs yourself, the free introductory pack is linked below. See you in the next one.